Considering one of the biggest complaints I had about, say, Godzilla, one of the more recent one in the monster universe, with the one with Bryan Cranston, is that for a movie called Godzilla, don't get a lot of Godzilla. And, whenever they focus too much on people, or even talk about some of the Transformers movies, one of the common complaints about a lot of the Transformers movies is that there are too many humans, right? That's been a common complaint. So when Monarch was coming out, and we found out, oh, it's a show about the humans kind of living in this world where Godzilla exists, I thought, well, I mean, look, you got Kurt Russell and his son playing the younger version of himself, which I thought was great. You got Anna Sawai from Shogun, who is now like one of my favorites out there. I'm looking forward to it, but I know how good it would be because it's going to be a show about people, not about the monsters. And yet somehow Monarch was fantastic. And I don't know if maybe it's because we went in knowing that this was a show about the people, about the characters, and maybe that adjusted our expectations. But I was pleasantly surprised by it. I thought it was great. The whole thing about the kids with their missing father who they thought was dead and all that kind of stuff. And again, the whole brilliant aspect of Kurt Russell playing the older version of his son's character or vice versa. That was all great. And it ended with a little bit of a time jump, and it was a really cool ending. Well, we found out two things today. Number one, as Deadline points out here, Kurt Russell, which we did not know for sure. Kurt Russell did confirm that he was going to be in season 2. Well, he didn't even have to tell us that, because about an hour after that, the trailer for Monarch season 2 came out. And if it wasn't for the trailer to Fallout season 2, which I thought was a little bit better than this, I would be saying this Monarch season 2 is the best trailer we're going to see this week. But the Fallout one was better. But we got Kong, which we suspected we were going to get because of the end of season 1. It just looked awesome. You know what it looked, Rob? It looked cinematic. It didn't look like they were making a TV show. Whereas I look at the trailer for like Mandalorian and Grogu, which is a movie and it feels more like a TV show. This is a TV show and it feels way more cinematic. So first of all, I never doubted Kurt Russell would really be back for this season.
No, I didn't either.
You got to have him back. You have to have him back. So that's good. But again, trailer, they knew the assignment. They fulfilled it. I thought it was great. It's, again, the job of any trailer is to take your enthusiasm, your anticipation level, if it's really low or if it's really high, and just bump it up a few notches. I was already excited about Monarch season 2. This made me even more excited to see it. Anyway, Rob, Kurt Russell returns. New trailer comes out for season 2. What are you thinking?
Dude, you know me. I love monsters. I've loved the Japanese, the whole kaiju universe since I was a little kid. And I love this show. I thought it was a lot of fun. Again, it comes down to the writing. It comes down to the kind of, they take the universe seriously. And one of the things about the American monster movies is starting in 2014's Godzilla, that was a pretty serious take in terms of the tone of it.
Sure.
But by the time you get to Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire or whatever, it's just a joke. It's just completely, there is no more effort to try and make this some kind of, and maybe giant monsters don't need an effort to make them seem realistic, but I prefer to believe, John, I want to believe, and Monarch is a show that takes the premise of giant monsters on Earth, seriously, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, and that's why I like it, because it's still something that you can believe in. I go see the New Empire and I'm like, I can't, it's all just a goof. And like, look, is there cool stuff in those movies? Yes. But I believe, John, these monsters are real. And I want a show that feels the same way, that believes in them. And this show does.
I remember in season 1, I think in a very close race with X-Men 2, when Nightcrawler attacks the White House, that maybe the best opening to a movie ever is in Batman versus Superman, when Bruce
Runs
Wayne
in, yeah.
is rushing into
It's the greatest thing ever.
the city as it's being destroyed by this fight. I mean, that's an amazing, amazing thing, because it gave us a look at an event we already saw and we already knew, but from a different point of view, which made us realize just how horrible and horrific it really was. When they start off Monarch with Anna Sawai's character, from her perspective of Godzilla rumbling through town,
Yeah.
it made you appreciate the horror of it. Like, yeah, okay, in this iteration of the movies, Godzilla's kind of the hero. But how horrific and horrifying would that have been to do all that? And that's something that I think the show was really able to do, from when he reemerges later in the series, or the different creatures, the different, what do they call them, Titans in this one?
Yeah.
Start showing up. I'll borrow your word, Rob. There's a verisimilitude to it that
Good.
a show like this has no business having.
Right.
A show like this has no business having that kind of grounded feel, given the ridiculous concept. But that's one of the reasons why I'm really excited about this one. And now them bringing in Kong and stuff like that, who I'm more of a Kong guy than I am a Godzilla guy. Big fan of them both, but Kong all day. I know, just heightens it for me. So I'm really stoked for this.
Me too.
All right, guys. Guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Zapier. You know, one of the biggest game changers of the past year has been AI. But let's be real, just talking about AI doesn't actually make your day any more productive. What does make it more productive is finding tools to put AI to work for you. And that's where Zapier comes in. Zapier is the easiest way to take AI and plug it directly into the apps and processes that you're already using every day. No IT bottlenecks, no complexity, just results. For me, it's been about saving time on repetitive stuff so I can focus on the work that matters and I actually enjoy. And it's not just me. Over 3.4 million companies are already using Zapier to streamline everything from sales and marketing to IT and HR. With their AI orchestration platform, you can connect top AI models like ChatGPT or Claude right into the apps you already use. So whether it's automatically enriching leads, coaching your sales team, or even resolving IT tickets, Zapier makes it simple. Guys, join the 3.4 million companies already automating with Zapier and transform how you work with Zapier and AI. Get started for free by visiting zapier.com/Campea. That's ZAPIER.com/Campea. Question is for you. What do you think about this? The brand new trailer for Monarch Season 2 with Kurt Russell is now dropped and online. I think it looks great. I really did like the first season. I'm super excited about this one. How did you feel about it? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.